Aw, shit, this is it. You're listening to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. I'm Mr. Fade, I'm your host, as usual. And I'm here this week again with another 6 beats. And I'm sure they're all going to be dope, as usual. Alright, so I'm going to shut up and we'll get right to it right away. So first up we have, what do we have here? We've got Brandon Simmons with, what's it called? YS Nation? Alright, let's check it out.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so that was Brandon Simmons, and I think it's YS Nation OG Mason. I don't know what it's called, but anyway. All right, so this beat here, okay. The one thing is the high end synth part. I mean, it sounds good. The whole beat sounds really good. I really like the drum work. I like the thumping kick and everything like that. The snare, everything sounds good. It's mixed well. And but it's the synth, it's just too high, you know what I mean? I did that once years ago. I had this synth, and it was I had no choice but to go really high on it because of the way everything else was. But this is a synth I was using at the end, you know, like I was just trying to add something on top of my beat. And by doing that, I had no choice but to go very, very high because otherwise it would clash with everything else. But in this case, you know, this is the main part of your beat here, right? So there's no need to be that high, because it just sounds too, like, it's almost ear piercing in a way, you know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, you can keep the pattern, keep, you know, exactly what you have, same sound, but just lower, you know, just come down to a lower key, because that's a little too high. And because it's a thumping beat, I really like it. It's something you want to punch somebody in the face with. I mean, you just, you know, you could do drive-by with this. I mean, well, I don't recommend you do a drive-by, but actually you don't want to do drive-by with this beat playing, because then people will hear you coming because it's thumping so hard. So that's not too good, because then you'll be shot before you get there. So, all right. So, okay. So, yeah. All right. Next up, we've got, who do we have here? Oh, we've got Jen with 90 Raw. Let's check it out.
Shin faded this one. Jin faded this one.
All right. Okay, so that was Jen with 90 Raw. 90 Raw. Well, I say 90s because it sounds like a 90s beat. I guess that's the type of style you're going for, and that's good. So with this one here, the snare is dope. The kick is dope. Although the kick, I would bring it down a bit. You know, it's thumping a little too much. But I mean, like I said, it's a nice sound. So keep it going. And what I really like is that it's a simple beat. I mean, it's like a 90s style beat. It's simple. You've got sound just floating in and out here and there. I mean, nice keys and things like that. You know, so it's nice because it's not anything crazy going on in the beat stuff. You know, and it's perfect for an MC or whatever. So, and you know, you have some nice change ups. I like that. You know, but the thing with these types of beats, I mean, especially when they're on their own without an MC on top, is that, you know, they could get a little dry, a little boring, if you will, or whatever. So what I'd like to do is with this type of thing, is this type of beat is I'll take something like you know, find some hip hop track or whatever, and I'll just take a little segment of somebody rapping something, and I'll just add that into my loop, into my beat, and I just put a high pass filter on it, and it just sounds nice. You know, you just have that come in and out, and it acts like a little hook. You know, it acts like a hook to your beat and stuff, you know, unless you want to do some kind of scratching if you're into that or whatever. But other than that, just have this, you know, like a little vocal snippet, you know, just somebody just spitting some line, you know, usually somebody like Lord Finesse, you know, with something clever or Big L or whatever. And, you know, you just put that on top, high pass filter, and it sounds dope. You know, you can have like, you know, one or two different phrases or whatever and just bring them in when you need to. And it just makes the beat sound a hell of a lot better, you know, so because like I said, these types of beats, they're simple yet effective, but yeah, at the same time, for some people, they might be a little dull. So, but I like it. It's dope. It's 90s shit. I'm feeling it. Good job. All right, next up, what do we have here? We've got Max 200G with Touch. Let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold it now.
Jam right about now.
Well, here's a little something that needs to be heard. Well, here's a little something that needs to be heard. Well, here's a little something that needs to be heard.
Hegel is arguing that the reality is merely an a priori account of non-naturalistic ethics. Kant, by the categorical imperative, is holding that ontologically exists only in imagination, and Marx's statement was offside. Jump again! Here we go! Jump again! Here we go!
All right. Okay, so that was Max 200G with Touch. All right, so on this beat here, well, actually, honestly, I can't say this beat because really my first impression was it just sounded like a mix. You know what I mean? Because you're using all these famous samples, and you know you did a good job of having them all blend together and they all come in and out and stuff. They sound really good together, of course. But really, honestly, when I was listening to it, it sounded like one of these scratch DJ mixtapes or something like that. This is something they would do. They just blend some stuff in and have some crazy scratching on top or whatever. So, I mean, there's not much I can say because, like I said, it just sounds like more like a mix than an actual beat. So, because you're bringing in Rapper's Delight and all these other famous songs and samples and stuff, and they sound dope, of course, but really it's more like a mix, almost like a DJ mix and stuff. So I don't know if you scratch or not, but if you do, you should put some scratching on top or something like that just to give it some kind of boost. But even then, it would still be more like a DJ mix than an actual production. So, but I was feeling it. I mean, I love that shit. The old school stuff. Can't go wrong with that. How can anybody not like this stuff? I mean, this is classic shit right here. All right. Okay, next up we've got Mr. Onenkaf with Sing For Me Ladies. All right, let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Onenkaf with Sing For Me Ladies. Now, with a title like that, at first I thought it was going to be some kind of raunchy beat, something like Akinelli would Put It In Your Mouth, you know what I mean? We were like, Sing For Me Ladies, something raunchy, I don't know. Something sexual, I don't know, whatever. But then I realized it's because you got the voice samples going and stuff, So, first of all, I like the drums. I like the low end. It sounds nice. I like the way you put the whole thing together. What I don't like is the voice samples, because that's one of those type of synths where it's hard to get a good sound out of it. Like horns or whatever. Horns, a lot of times they sound synthy, cheesy, whatever. So the same thing with voice samples. It's hard to find something nice. So when you do use them, for me, I like to use it when it's lower. Like a nice mid-range, not too high, because otherwise it just sounds strained or whatever and stuff. And also in this case, like it sounds repetitive and almost annoying and stuff. But so with voice samples, if you use them like a mid-range, maybe even a low end, and make it subtle. I wouldn't use it as the main part of the beat, but because like I said, you got the nice drums, a nice low end, and I like the way you put it all together. You had that little dragging effect and stuff. That was good, but I wouldn't use the voice samples that high, that high pitch and stuff. I just don't. I find it just sounds too strained and stuff, So, but other than that, good job, man. I like it. All right, next up we've got Sam Rothstein. Was with Out for the Light. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Sam Rothstein with Out for the Light. Okay, so this beat, it's interesting because this one, the whole thing sounds really good. You know, you come in at first, you got the piano, drums, bass, you got the little vocal snippets, and then you have a little breakdown. You take out the other stuff, and you have a nice little breakdown. I like that, around 30-second mark or something like that. But it's weird because it's like the piano and the bass, for example. Like the piano sounds really, really nice, a nice sound to it. But that and the bass line, actually, I would like to hear the same melody and everything, but just bring it down a few notes. It just sounds like it's just a little too high. I don't know. It's weird. Like it's a nice sounding piano, but I would like to hear it on a lower end. That, and then of course you would put the bass a little lower and stuff. But yeah, if I could hear it like that, that'd be nice. That, and then just keep everything else going and stuff. You have your vocal snippets, whatever. But I would really like to hear the piano brought down a few notches and stuff, because it's a beautiful sounding piano. But like I said, to me it just sounds like it's too high of a note. You know what I mean? It's weird, but I like it though. Good production. I really like the whole thing, man. Good job. All right, so next up we get the last beat. It's Thurls with Bethlehem. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Thurls with Bethlehem. Okay, so this beat here, I'm really feeling it. I really like the you start off with the bass. It sounds dope. The drums drop in, and then you got your nice vocal samples here and there and stuff. And I find the whole thing was really good. Okay, like the way you put everything together. The main thing that took away from everything was the mix, because I'm looking at the meters here, and it's just the low end was just way too hot for me. I can hear it, like there's a lot of times I can hear from the kick and the bass, I can just hear the static, I should say, distortion from that and stuff. So that's the main thing that took away from it. But I mean, it's too bad because the beat is really good. I like the way you used everything, the way you brought everything in and out and stuff, and the vocals, the vocal samples, for example. It's right in the mid range. It's not strong. It's nice and subtle and stuff. So I like that. But like I said, it's the mix. That's what took it away from me. I was like, shit, because it just, like I said, it just sounded distorted to me. So, and it definitely was, because I could see it on the meters and stuff. So, but I did like it though. Good job on that shit. All right. Okay. So that's it for this week. This is Attack of the Beats. I'm Mr. Fade. And, my favorite beat this week is, drumroll please, Jen with 90 Raw. Let's check it out.
Jim faded this one.